Hopefully you, my audience, have not yet grown tired of talking about the Additel digital gauges because they really are something quite special. I wanted to talk about the three most popular in the range today, the 601, the 680A and the 681A. Let's start with the basic one in the range, the 601. It's not often one gets something for nothing, and this is the case with the 601. The part I left off the part number is the EX. This is a 601EX, and it actually is intrinsically safe. It's IECEX, intrinsically safe. It has all the explosion proof which is suitable for New Zealand. It's also the lowest cost in the range. This is our standard low-end digital gauge now these days. We were previously supplying a GPGW which was 1% accuracy. This is 0.5% accuracy. It is the same price as what we were supplying previously, but adds the metal body, the excellent Additel software, 0.5% accuracy. It's just a complete win-win for the customers. Its sister product, if you will, is the 680A, which is probably our most popular gauge. What do you lose moving between them? Well, the explosion-proof model, the 601, does not have an RS-232 connector on the rear, because obviously one would not want to be plugging in connectors on an explosion-proof setup. And the lowest accuracy on the 680 is 0.2% compared to 0.5. So just to summarize, we start at 0.5% of full scale. We go to 0.1 or 0.2% of full scale on the 680A, and then we move to the 681, and on this model we have 0.05% of full scale accuracy, 0.01% of full scale accuracy, or 1% of reading. So you have a few options there. In all cases, they work extremely well with Additel's own web software. Their own phone software, or on a PC. So, for example, if we have a look at my phone, we can see that there are 3 gauges in range. Those 3 are aforementioned, and we can click on those. Like, for example, if I select the 680A, we can see both live information, we can update firmware, we can do graphs, we can download, etc. Along with the accuracy differences, some other features come into play when we move up to the 681. What do we add? Well, of course, we've talked about accuracy already. We move up to 0.05 or 0.02%. We add this fan graph, which is quite nice, sort of like an analog. It's made to look like an analog gauge. It responds very quickly and can be useful compared to a straight numeric display where the numbers might be flicking over. We add the ability to measure absolute pressure as well as normal gauge pressure. So to do that, one orders the 681 with the barometric pressure option on board. Also on the 681, compared to the others, we still have the RS-232, but we also have USB. This can be either for computer communications and for charging, and for downloading the data. But it will power the gauge off your USB-C as well. In all cases of the 680 and the 681, we have 12 ranges, units of measure, plus 1 custom. And then finally, the 681 also includes a built-in leak test. So if you're working in civil especially, you can set it up on your pipe, set it going automatically on a leak test, and it will do the beginning and end of your test routine. Except for the lowest cost 601 model, all these instruments come supplied with an ISO 17025 calibration certificate. That's quite a big deal. Having a factory certificate is excellent. In New Zealand, we are an IANZ laboratory, which is the body that monitors ISO 17025 here in New Zealand. So keep in mind when you're comparing price to that the calibration certificate is included. So here at Homershams, we'll be carrying in stock the 601 as our standard lower accuracy gauge henceforth in place of the DPGW. We'll be carrying a very good range of the 680A and a representative number of 681 gauges as well, but because there is a large number of permutations and combinations, we may have to get those in, but out of the States the lead time is pretty reasonable right now as well. So talk to Homershams about the wonderful Additel A series of digital gauges.
Mm-hmm.